Auzubillah min shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today it's OPN and we are outside the Pakistani High Commission in London. It is today the 27th of December. 1 month ago, Pakistan was waking up to the true horrors of the night before, the 26th of November. And we all know that since then, several stories, several whistleblowers have come forward revealing more and more details about the Islamabad massacre that happened on the 26th of November. Yesterday, we saw a vigil from overseas Pakistanis who lit candles and made du'as and prayers for the victims of the Islamabad massacre. But still, from the officials and the military leadership here sitting in London, based in London, we still have had nothing. Complete radio silence, and there is absolutely no media coverage. So, um, we're also seeing a lot of pressure on journalists in Pakistan who are now being, chased out of the country like Imran Riaz, and really we're seeing a lot of diversions as well from the military where they are actually reporting about sentencing of civilians in military courts. Those civilians have already been in military custody for over a year and a half. That's not really news. And part of the movement, the Hakiki Azadi movement in Pakistan, where there is a demand that all political prisoners be released, one would assume that these prisoners in military courts are also part of those demands. So, of course, when the truth prevails, then we will see a lot of political prisoners released, and these sentences will have no merit in a court of law. Certainly, there's been no transparency. There is no detail as to how these unqualified colonels and generals came to those legal conclusions that they decided that those sentences were appropriate. What really we want to ask is what is being done about the actual prosecution or the inquiry of the 26/11 Dchok massacre. Dropsite News has tied the Chief of Army Staff Asim Munir directly to the Dchok massacre, saying that he himself gave the orders to shoot unarmed civilians. So it's not just a matter of goli kyun chalai, as in why did you shoot, but also goli chalane ke order kisne diye, which is who gave the orders to fire at unarmed civilians. And according to Ryan Grimm and Murtaza Hussain at Dropsite News, that was General Asim Munir. So we want to know, is he going to refute that, or does he accept that? And also, just yesterday, Moeed Pirzada, a very respected journalist, has also heard from other whistleblowers in the intelligence agency, the ISI, saying that actually on the morning of the 27th of November, they disposed of 105 bodies, dead bodies. They drove to Pir Sahava and they disposed of these bodies in Pir Sahava, just past Munal in Islamabad, if you know it. And is there going to be an excavation of that area? And will they, kind of substantiate these claims? And if these claims are false, then, who can verify the facts of this? And again, this is shocking, and it's very close to what we'd been reporting, that it's been reported that over 270 people were killed on the 26th of November Dchok massacre, and just 105 of those were disposed in Pir Sahava. Who knows where else those dead bodies ended up, because the data from all of the hospitals in Islamabad and areas surrounding is being suppressed, and people are being told and harassed and pressured into not coming forward. The numbers, we don't know. If had there been any transparency, we would have been able to substantiate a lot of these claims. But the transparency is purposefully being suppressed by the government, and now it's just a matter of blame game. The military today, the DGISPR did a press conference, and he said that the government, the police, were in charge of operations that day. Whereas we know Shahbaz Sharif, the prime minister, came out the next day and thanked General Asim Munir for overseeing the security of the Dchok massacre. So According to Shabazz Sharif, it was the military and General Asim Munir who conducted the D-Chok massacre. According to DGISPR today, it was the government, i.e. Shabazz Sharif's government, that conducted the D-Chok massacre. So we would like to know what inquiries are being done. Where is the CCTV footage of that day? We know the bullets started raining down from snipers at around 1 p.m. And we know that firing continued until just before midnight. That is approximately 11 hours of straight firing. And we have eyewitness testimonies coming forward that substantiates these claims that there was firing upon innocent unarmed civilians, and it did continue for 11 hours on the 26th of November right through to just before 27th of November midnight. And then now we're having whistleblowers in the intelligence agency coming forward saying they also disposed of 105 bodies in Pir Sahaba. Is this true? Let's see what, if any of the Pakistani military officials will talk to us today and let us know exactly what the facts are.